So I've been given a few MacBooks to fix. Just a few. These are all decommissioned MacBooks. They were being disposed of, and instead of chucking them into recycling, they got given to me, which is absolutely brilliant, which means I've got a bunch of computers to fix. Bit of a spoiler, I've already started on this. I've gone through all of these ones. These are like 2011s. They're all done. Basically needed reinstalling and cleaning up and a bit of maintenance, that sort of stuff. Nothing too major. So those ones are done. These are Retinas, various years. So these two are kind of mixed up. There's Retinas and there's MacBook Airs. They've got various issues. The Retinas are mostly okay. I had to do some repair work to some of them. I've got more to do, which I'm going to be doing some video about in this one. I don't know how much video I'm actually going to shove in this video, I don't know. The Retinas are not too bad. The MacBook Airs, on the other hand, most of those are knackered and require a lot of repair work. So I've already started doing that, and I'm waiting for some parts to arrive. So I'm going to show you how to replace this rubbishy old battery with a new one in a A1502 MacBook Pro Retina edition, 13-inch. This is one which basically was a refurbishment job, so this is number 8 of 25. This particular one I've already done all work on, but it needs a new battery. That's the last thing I need to do on this unit, so we're going to replace the battery on it right now. Fingers crossed. I'm going to do this in one take. We'll see how we go. I may have to edit it just to shorten it, but we'll see how we go. Get the right screwdriver. Just taking the speakers out of the way because it gives you a bit more room to work. You'd probably do it without taking the speakers out, but it's not much to get them out, and it gives you a lot more room to move. Should have put the iPad on first, never mind. It's going to take a bit longer. Well, I found one of these tools works really well for doing this job. I've used these things before to cut underneath. If you've got no room, you can't get in with something like this, you can cut underneath with that and cuts with a tape. This works well too, but it takes a lot much more time. I found that by putting a bit of IPA on there, which helps anyway, you should always do that, and then you can get under it with one of these, and you need to be quite a robust one. It makes it a lot easier. The other thing it does, it helps to get rid of some of the tape. It helps to pull the tape off with the battery rather than leaving the tape behind, which is what the other thing does. There's the battery out. We'll get this other tape off here. Can't leave those in there, you've got to get those off. Now if you're lucky, you can just peel them, if you get lucky. This is like the messiest part of the whole job. Alright, that's that. Let's just mop up some of this IPA. Just a bit laying around still. Now, your battery. So it comes. Now the tricky bit is getting this thing aligned. So when you peel this off, it also exposes all the adhesive strips. So hold the sides up, the wings, position those down so it sits in that position there where it's supposed to go, and then make sure this bit lines up, and they should hopefully be good. Don't push them down till you're sure they're ready. And these ones, make sure they're tucked over and upwards, otherwise you won't get the speakers back in. Right, that's all good. Now when you get these batteries, you often get screwdrivers to use as well. I've got my own screwdrivers, so I don't use those. We start putting it back together. My finger's all sticky, which isn't going to help. You know, just when I put the screws down and lay them out, so that way I know exactly where they go. Come on, pop in. This one's going to be awkward today. There we go. Right. And you're not quite finished with the old battery yet. Still one more thing to do, which I'll show you in a second. So on the old battery, what we've got is a whole bunch of little rubber feet. So there's one there, one there, one there, one here. We've got to transfer these over. Now the problem is with these, they're a bit awkward to deal with. So what I actually do is I just push them out. You have to do it anyway. Get tweezers to push them out. They are different heights. This one seems to be really stuck. I think this battery's been changed before, maybe. I'm not sure. That one seems a bit mangled up. Yeah, I think these have been changed before. That's not original. So I'll show you what I need to do on these. So on these you've got this little T-shaped piece. Now normally what you do is you put these into the holes in the battery, but they're really hard to get in there. So what I do is I just cut this T-piece off. So it just leaves you with the top bit. So also, so they go into these holes like this. What I do is I then glue them in. It's fine, they'll only be there as push bumpers really, I suppose, for the case. So let's put a bit of glue in there. just enough to hold them. Don't take much. This is just the screen glue I use. Well, this is what I used to doing screens on phones and stuff. Put that into the hole. So the shorter ones go into the holes at the back, or should I say towards the middle, whichever way you want to perceive it, and the taller ones go at the front. And it's just far easier to do it like this than it is to try and fight them and get the things into the holes with the little T's on the bottom as well. Come on, get in there. Yeah, this one's battling me now. I'll just put a short one in the front hole. I wasn't concentrating. That goes in here. Okay. That's all in there. Now that's that done. The last thing I'll do is hook the battery up. Make sure it's definitely pushed down. Okay. Make sure and dislodge the connector. So plug the battery in. Now what we have to do sometimes is peel this back because the connector doesn't necessarily line up. Depends on where I put the sticker. Depends on the batteries you get, I suppose, but this one's got wires on it, so you have to pull it back, get the wires and push it down. That's it, like that. Then fold it back down again. Okay. Now, initially it won't power up because the BMS is deactivated. BMS is deactivated. I can say the words right. Get the MagSafe, plug that in. That should activate it. Green light, orange light, good. This should now power up. It may do it by itself. It is. The screen is really dirty. I don't tend to clean them until I've finished refurbishing them. Once I've finished refurbishing, that's when I'll clean everything. There we go. Booted, working, and battery is showing us 57%. Yeah. So a bit of reflections and stuff. 57%. So that's all good. So now I should unplug that and still have it still working. Yep, successful. Let's shut it back down and we'll put the bottom cover back on. And I can finish refurbishing the other little bits later on, which is cleaning it up mostly. And this needs new feet put on it as well. The feet are, these ones are almost falling off, and also the other two are gone, so I'll be doing that later on. But you get the idea. And that foot fell off. You put it back on, so I bumped it. Right. We're done. Hope you found it interesting. Other videos to watch down below. Subscribe over there. Patreon support link over there if you want to support the channel. Catch you later.